Welcome to your Morning Boost, your daily leadership advice to help you lead your school community. Brought to you by AWB Education and sponsored by Grundmeyer Leader Services, where together we are transforming education, one leader at a time. Now here's your host, Adam Bush.
Happy Monday. I'm Adam Bush, and I'm thrilled to kick off this week with an exceptional guest who's going to share his insights that are not only relevant to the world of performing arts and everything else, but also are profoundly applicable to us as school leaders. This entire week, we have an immense pleasure of hosting Dr. Albert Bramante. Today, Dr. Bramante will be talking about the power of networking and the crucial importance of cultivating and keeping a strong, supportive professional circle. This is something that can either lift us up or hold us back. And Dr. Bramante is here to show us how to make it work for us.
Well, thank you, Adam, for inviting me to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So it's the important thing skill for any leader to do is to be able to network. And that's whether you're working as a coworker or even building your way through a company. The important thing is to network and to build connections in your field that can help you, but also that you can help other people. So some people feel that networking can be transactional, heavily transactional, which in one aspect you could say that, but what I often approach networking is when you're meeting people, whether it's at a conference, a luncheon, or just even a straight networking event, is to always approach that contact as a way for you just, number one, just being interested in them without expecting anything in return. So what type of work are you doing? I'm curious. What type of work are you doing? And be genuinely curious, not superficially curious, but genuinely curious about the type of work they're doing. And really important of communicating, so keeping good eye contact, if you're in person, and just being an overall good listener is important. Get to know their name, say their name a couple of times, in the conversation. Say like, oh, Jim, this was important, or Jane, like this is, I like what you said here. So, because people like the sound of their own name in moderation. Because if it's excessive, it becomes a little condescending. So, the important thing is to develop the connection, and you want to develop a warm connection. So, again, it's not just, hey, what can you do for me? It's more of, I want to know what you're doing. So I'm curious, what are you interested in? And that's kind of like a tip. Like if you kind of work the approach with start like almost every question, well, not every question, but most questions with, hey, I'm curious about, what it is you do? What exactly are you working on at the moment? And people love to talk about themselves. So you get them warmed up, and then they're going to turn and say, and so what do you do? And there's your opening to some degree. I mean, tell them what you do. And then you ask, can you exchange information? I wouldn't recommend necessarily going up to somebody, a stranger, and say, here's my card. Because then it becomes, whoa, okay. And really talk about what you're interested in. And then the important thing where a lot of people fail with networking is they don't follow up. You take a lot of people, and I was guilty of this too for a while, where I have a stack of business cards on my desk. And I don't even remember, some of these people. So the important thing is like right immediately, like even the next day, 24 to 48 hours, no more than 48 hours, send a note. Hey, I really mention their name. Hey, I really appreciate meeting you the other day. If there's any way I can support you, please let me know. I'd love to keep in contact. And so what you're doing is you're developing warm contact over time, because people want to see it to be a genuine connection. And I'm all about genuineness, not this fake transactional, hey, what can you do for me?
Yeah.
Which happens a lot, where sometimes people expect like, hey, how can you help me and help me? Rather than if you approach it where how can I help you, people are going to be more open to hearing things. I mean, we know why you're going to a networking event. It's kind of, understood the end rule. You're going there to get people to help you out too. But I think if you approach it in a less salesy way by building a genuine connection, not just a transactional, what can you do for me type of thing, but I want to get to know you genuinely. And who are you? What makes you tick and how can I help you? So this way, there's a one law in psychology called reciprocity, which is if you help somebody else or get some sort of interest, they're going to be more likely to help you go return.
A huge thank you to Dr. Albert Bramante for starting our week off. This is a great topic. I really appreciate this. Such an impactful discussion. It's awesome stuff. The work you do is so vital, and the support that you give our community is really what makes a difference. So thank you for joining us today. I look forward to the rest of this week. This is going to be great.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, listeners. Again, have a great Monday. Look forward to some more from Dr. Albert Bramante this entire week as we really dive into his mind and how we can help lead our schools and our buildings every single day. Thank you for listening. We will talk with you again tomorrow.
You have been listening to your Morning Boost by AWB Education in partnership with Grundmeyer Leader Services. You can find out more about our services by clicking on the links in the description. Remember, you are doing this vital job that only a few can do. So until next time, thank you for your service to your community.